We'll take out the sentry on western parapet first, then we'll charge the main gate. Now here's one who I know is loyal to the king. It's good to see you again, my friend. You're going to find this hard to believe, but the damned Imperials are here. They've seized control of the city. For the moment, at least. They're in league with the damned Withered Hand. As if we didn't have enough necromancers to deal with already. No matter what, we can't allow the Imperials to get a foothold here. We're going to take the city back and kill them. All of them. I'm glad I have one of us fooled. The Imperial Curs actually have one up on us. They're holding hostages, and the king doesn't want their blood on his hands. I need someone, an official, to go in and free the hostages. What do you say? Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded, my friend. You have my word. I can even make this easier for you. Wear this Imperial armor, and you should be able to walk around the city unnoticed. Here you go. This should help you get around the city unnoticed while you're freeing the hostages. Be wary, though. Some of the Imperials may not be so easily fooled. There are 4. Lord Zagari, Magistrate Govan, Shamon al-Sentinel, and Lady Moyaltha. I'll mark your map where they're being held. The flea-bitten Imperials have blocked many of the ground-level doors, so I suggest taking the bridges. I don't think they will. The Imperials think strategically. They took the hostages to protect themselves, and they don't want to give that up. If they do kill them, well then, that just means we can go ahead and attack. Don't know exactly. Our spies in Cyrodiil knew nothing about it. I suspect they've been in league all along, though. Probably some necromancer treaty they all signed in blood or something. Either way, my blade doesn't discriminate. Generally speaking, I'm sure they are. But I'm more concerned about the Withered Hand. Those evil bastards won't rest until they've killed every last one of us. We can't fight the Imperials if we're all dead. They've gone from bad to worse. Faharajad can't even go out in public without getting heckled, crazy as it sounds. The damn crowns have people believing that if the king steps down, the Withered Hand problem will just go away. So I hear. Someone just needs to get the word out to the people now. I suppose the king has a strategy, though. If there's anyone who knows how to manage Faharajad's public image, it's Faharajad.
Did you meet the new commander?
Over here! I need help! She's crazier than a cat on stone. Ah!
Keep it down. You'll wake the dead.
You dirty pig. Whatever you do to me, I will be avenged. You people were fools to even set foot upon Alik'r's sands. Wait, you're not an Imperial, are you? Good. I don't think I could have tolerated another day up here. I'm afraid of heights, you know. I trust the other hostages are being freed as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever it is you people seek to accomplish, your efforts will be to no avail. Wait, you're no Imperial. Are you with King Faharajad's army? Alas, I never dreamt I would say it, but I swear eternal loyalty to King Faharajad. We must cease this crown against forebear business. We must be united against the Imperials.
Quiet, you beef-witted louts.
Something I never said.
He hears voices in his head.
Quiet,
Don't worry.
beef-witted
They're good
louts.
people.
He should have died when I killed him.
Did you hear something?
Where is that half-wit? Isn't the best defense always...
You filthy dog. You can hurt me if you wish, but I swear you will pay for attacking our city. To Waka's breath, you are not one of them. Did the king send his army then? These Imperials could launch a full invasion if they are not stopped. Then we must move with haste. The Imperials are using a secret passage to enter the city. If we can collapse the passage, we can stop them from sending reinforcements. There are old smuggling tunnels that run beneath the mountains from Bangkorai to Satakalaam. I believe the entrance to one of these tunnels lies beneath Magnifico Korshad's manor. I believe he betrayed us to the Imperials. Everyone else was killed or kept hostage, but I saw Magnifico Korshad walking freely among the Imperials. You should search his manor at the northeast edge of the city. That may put the Imperials on alert, though, so free all the hostages first.
The dead will wake the dead.
By the gods, I swear that you infidels will all die. You will find that Red Guards are not merciful. Hold on. You're no Imperial. Does this mean we're going to take the city back? Ah, Thoda. I know him well. That's very encouraging. I've been listening to their strategies. I can give the general some good insights into how to plan the attack.
Mara's book is a dull one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a stew pot. It's my laundry.
Yeah.
This person is our enemy. Quickly, kill the intruder.
Did you see his new bow? That must have cost him.
Keep your weapons sharp and close.
That's not a stew pot. It's my laundry.
Wasting time is an important part of life.
Whoever you are, I rejoice that you have come to my rescue. The Imperials have kept me locked in here. I deemed it likely that they would seize control of all Alik'r, and there would be nowhere to flee to. Yes, it's true, but only because resisting would have been to no avail. They sought to use my manor as their command center. They would have slain me if I had not complied. Coming in, I do not have any insight on this. I have been contained here in the manor the whole time. I did not even witness the Imperials marching into the city. Yes, but please don't hurt me. I did. I permitted the Imperials to use the smuggling tunnel beneath the manor, but I regret it now. There's a hatch below. Take the key. Do whatever you wish. There are barrels of kindle pitch down in the tunnel. If you place them near the supports and ignite them, that should collapse the tunnel. I am very sorry for what I have done. Perhaps you could permit me to leave?
She's crazy as a cat on scuba. You haunted!
Good work. Hostages came out and we attacked. Cut right through the bastards and scoured the city. Just a handful of Imperials holding out now. They still haven't figured out how they got here, though. I'm worried reinforcements may be on the way. It was a tunnel. Does that mean they were coming from Bankarai? I guess that's a concern for another time. I'm damn glad you collapsed the tunnel, though. I guess that's a good day's work for all of us.
Yeah!
Believe it or not, this is the High Temple of Satakalaam. Everyone agreed it was the most beautiful temple in all Alik'r, before the Imperials came. But they have defiled our sacred space. I do not know how we can restore its former glory. Because they are worshippers of Molag Bal. They spit on our faith. They spit on our culture. They spit on our gods. Not only did they kill the other priests, but they ransacked the building, taking everything of value and destroying the rest. I don't know. Perhaps. All these other things can be replaced, but they took the temple's relics, sacred ornaments that date back to the time of the Ra Gada. If you could reclaim these relics, that would be a start. If you can restore our relics, perhaps my faith will return, and we can restore the temple. There are 3 relics missing. They represent body, mind, and spirit. The Sword of Shabnam, Majil's Scroll, and the Lamp of the Satakalaam. Sadly, I do not know. The Imperials have stolen them and taken them I know not where. Perhaps we must trust in the gods. If it is their will that the temple be restored, they will guide your steps. They are the sacred tokens of this temple. All temples have relics to honor the gods, but these are specific to us. They were dedicated centuries ago when the temple was built. They represent the aspects of the Red Guard in mind, body, and spirit. I would gladly trade places with any of them, and I tried. I begged the Imperials to take my life, but they left me. They wanted me to stay here and suffer with the knowledge of my useless faith.
Yeah.
Over here! I need help!
Yeah.
You're the one they say joined the Ashara. I cannot imagine why.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Please help me!
Yeah. Yeah.
Help me!
I tire of waiting. What news from the General? Much honor be upon him.
The runner has not yet returned, ma'am.
Somebody!
I am certain that our great leader is attending to vital business. If I may venture a suggestion...
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
You return. I cannot believe. Do you have the relics? I did not believe. I prayed and prayed, but felt nothing. I was convinced the gods had deserted me. But you are their sign to me. You must act with the honors, of course. Replace the relics on their respective altars. I believe I can sense the gods returning already. I lost my faith, but you have restored it. No, you have done enough. More than enough. You have restored the temple's treasures. These relics were all that was here when the temple was built, and they are all that is needed for it to be rebuilt.
Help me, please.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Now I understand why Tuwaka bid me to come here to Hunding's watch. If you are to save the Alik'r desert from the withered hand, there are things you must learn from the spirits of this place. Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over Hammerfell to honor them, the heroes of our greatest wars. It is usually a quiet affair, but when one such as you arrives, spirits of friend and foe alike awaken to create a portrait of the past. To teach you, if you are to be champion of the Alik'r, you must understand the spirit of this desert and its people. Tuwaka says you must walk in the steps of our heroes, battle the spirits of the enemies they faced, then you will understand. First, you will face the Nidic peoples. When the Ra Gada first crashed on these shores, the Needs were first to challenge them. Fight the Nidic soldier spirits, claim their essences, and use them to summon and face their leader, War Chief Hakon. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. After Yokuda sank beneath the waves, they sailed here in search of a new home. Their coming was not peaceful. You see, the term Ra Gada means warrior wave. The Nidic peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. Those who dwelled on the Isle of Herne had long struggled to resist the elves prior to the Ra Gada's arrival. Upon seeing the Yokudan sails, they took up the sword again. They struggled mightily. We honor their bravery. But no, they fell before the Yokudan onslaught like all the others. Yes, my friend, albeit slowly. Not all heed Tuwaka's words as I do. When the withered hand is no more, we will have much to do. All the corpses to be cleaned and dressed. Zet's tears. We will need more throne keepers. Of that I am certain.
Can you do anything to help me?
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. We came to respect Tamriel and its warriors. You must now battle the giant goblinkin. The Ra Gada's long road to conquest was paved with thousands of these beasts' corpses. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. Their filthy strongholds littered the sands of Hammerfell like a pox when the Ra Gada arrived. Horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight on their new homeland. They would suffer no rivals, and so one of their mightiest heroes, Frandar Hunding, rallied the swords of the Ra Gada to slay the beasts. Tuwaka claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. But his son, Divad, filled with wrath over the slaying of his father, soon rose to take command of the Ra Gada. He swore to avenge his father, no matter the cost. The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sacred forges and consulted eldritch tomes for many long years to create 5 great swords. With these blessed blades, the Ra Gada forever vanquished the giant goblins. Well, Tuwaka tells me that you must do battle with the spirits of the long-dead giant goblinkin. To what end? I do not know. But only fools doubt Tuatha's wisdom.
Ra Gada! I'll pick my teeth with your bones!
Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert and its simple beauty. Now you must face the proud orc warriors of ancient Orsinium. The fight for the orc city proved to be one of our greatest trials. It is the heart of orcdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Hrothgarian Mountains. It is a city of simple things, towering and cold. It has been razed and rebuilt countless times. The orcs are a tenacious people. Conquerors is a strong word, but yes, of course they were. Our ancestors and the Bretons laid siege to the city for 30 years before finally breaching the walls and razing the city. The orcs proved to be fearsome adversaries. You must face the ancient orcish specters in battle, and then summon and defeat their leader, General Theshaga. Tuatha says there is great wisdom to be gleaned from this.
I'm hurt. Can you help me?
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Somebody come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you're not bringing me trouble.
The swords of Yukuda were not often sheathed. Our long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. Now you must face the forces of the Breton king, Joal, a treacherous asp, whose lust for power led to broken alliances and countless sorrows. He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not even cooled before he took up arms against our ancestors, his former allies. He was slain by a heroic sword singer at the Battle of Bankarai Pass. You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Joal's Breton army. Then King Joal himself, I suspect. Tuwaka shall be watching.
Wasting time is an important part of
Light it!
Fly of the lion!
Hammer fell!
Redguard, you served your purpose. Now you will die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. You have reached the summit. The Make-Way God sees much at this height. Have you learned the greatest lesson of this place? The greatest lesson of Hundig's watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. The dunes of time are ever shifting. Kings rise and fall. Cities are raised and rebuilt. Alliances are forged and broken. But honor, glory, legend remains. Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Makela Leki, Derek Hallen, and both Frandar and Divad Hunding. Their spirits have come here to meet you, to challenge you, and to teach you. No, you will not cross blades. The Sword Singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body and of mind. These spirits will speak to you. Choose your words with care, though. Tawaka says they seek to teach and to test.
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. I was forced to drink from a bitter cup in my time, and all Redguards have paid the price. I wonder if you would have made the same choice. Giant goblins, beasts thought conquered by Divad, have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades, but they are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. Do you seek out the blades, or fight on without them? I acted as you would. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahai, or spirit swords, were forever destroyed. Centuries of wondrous tradition was snuffed out. I must bear that weight always.
Yeah! Yeah!
The goblins approach, my lord. They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. The path of restraint is often the hardest. I pose to you a question, one that still haunts me. You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack? So, you place duty above personal concerns. Your superiors would be pleased, certainly. But could you bear the guilt? Could you walk all the long trails of your life, knowing that your inaction led to the death of your closest friend?
Yeah! Yeah!
We must consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. The heaviest blade is as a feather compared to the trust of one's people. Abide with me, and listen carefully. A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland and exiled to the sea. I too choose to attack, but all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting. Many more were lost at sea during the Exodus. Was the price of honor too high?
Yeah. Yeah.
I spent my early years as a maiden of a spirit blade. As early as I can remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand with the bones and broken blades, hidden, forgotten. I had many stories to pass on, but only one is known. Hearken to me. You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory, but you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history, or do you immortalize your beloved family? Family is paramount, yes, but are not all Redguards bound by blood? In immortalizing your own family, you may have robbed a civilization of one of its greatest glories. The price of legend is high. The battle is celebrated, but my family is lost.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Tuwaka tells me the heroic spirits have returned to their slumber. Ah, only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. I could barely hear you from here. Luckily, Tuwaka has shared some of his wisdom with me. You show great wisdom with your choices. You pursue the deepest honor, that which is found in sacrifice. Your pursuit of the withered hand is proof of this, is it not so? Only know that caution is sometimes the enemy of progress. What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes. Tuwaka extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below.